appointment of directors, section 203 to section 206. ඒකට කලින් අපි කියලා highlight කරාද section 202 ඒක highlight කරගමුද section 202 quickly highlight. Page number 162, qualifications of directors, section 202. Any person who is not disqualified under subsection 2 of this section may be appointed as a director of a company. The following persons shall be disqualified from being appointed or holding office as a director of the company. A, person who is under 18 years of age. B, person who is an undischarged insolvent. C, a person who is or would be prohibited from being a director or for being concerned or taking part in the promotion, formation or management of a company under the Companies Act number 17 of 1982. But for the repeal of this act, a person who is prohibited from being a director or promoter or for being concerned or taking part in the management of a company under section 213 or 214 of this act. C, a person who has been adjudged to be of unsound mind. F, a person that is not a natural person. G, in relation to any particular company, a person who does not comply with any qualifications for directors contained in the articles of that company. Third one, a person who is disqualified from being a director but who acts as a director shall be treated as a director for the purpose of any provisions of this act that imposes a duty or any obligations on a director of a company. Right? So what that says is, even though you are not qualified, right? That also connects to the Indo management rule. You are not qualified. Oata awurudu 17යි. You were appointed as a director. And you did certain things. Later, they found out that you are 17 years. Can they say what you did is not valid? No. Right? Company can't take up the position. Ape director, 17-year-old director karapu dewal api waga kiyanne naha kiyala kiyanna bෑ. Harida? Api gamu mata awurudu 17යි. Tawama 16යි. Mata awurudu 17යි. Right? I was appointed as a director. While being appointed as a director, I gave scholarships to IAS students. Later, they discovered I am 17 years and I was removed. You come with the scholarship letter signed by me, asking for the scholarship. Can IAS say, Eva valid there? Because the director was 17 years. Can they say? No. Harida? That also connects to the Indo management rule or the Turkwan's rule. Then let's see appointment of directors as per section 203. A person shall be appointed as a director unless he has A, consented to be a director, and B, certified that he is not disqualified from being appointed as a director. So to appoint as a director, you need that person's consent. Balemma director kenek karanna bෑ. Harida? And he also must tell, I am not disqualified being a director. Then appointment of first directors. A person named as a director in the application for incorporation shall hold office as a director from the date of incorporation until that person ceases to hold office as a director. As a director. Then appointment of subsequent directors, unless the articles provide otherwise, all subsequent directors of a company shall be appointed by an ordinary resolution. Ordinary resolution. Right? First directors. මුල්ම ඩිරෙක්ටර්ස් ලව අපොයින්ට් කරන්නේ කවුද? ප්‍රොමෝටර්ස්. කම්පැනි හදන එක්කෙනා තමයි මුල්ම ඩිරෙක්ටර්ස් ලව අපොයින්ට් කරන්නේ. Right? In the incorporation documents, you will have to state the details of the directors. Promoters will suggest these people are going to be directors. Then what happens? They will be the directors once the company is made, and at the first AGM they must resign. Then at the first AGM, by that time shareholders will come in. Mama company හැදුවා, හදලා මම ඩිරෙක්ටර් විදියට අපොයින්ට් කරා මහින්දවයි රනිල්වයි. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ ඕගලන් දෙන්නව ඕගලන්ට මම ෂෙයාර්ස් ටික වික්කා. ඕගලන්ට ෂෙයාර්ස් ටික වික්කට පස්සේ at the beginning I would be the 100% shareholder. Now you all are part of the company. I am also a director. I am also a shareholder. එතකොට අර මම nominate කරපු දෙන්නටම ඕගලන් කැමති වෙයිද? No. They should stand down. Ranil and Mahinda should stand down. Later the shareholders will decide who should get appointed. Right? You all can decide. Sajid Gota and Ranil and Zafri. Right? Generally that is how it happens. Sajid Gota and Zafri. Harida, we will be the directors until the second AGM. At the second AGM again, our term finishes. හරියට පාර්ලිමේන්තු මැතිවරණයට අවුරුදු 5කට තමයි පාර්ලිමේන්තු MP කෙනෙක් ජනාධිපති කෙනෙක්. ඊට පස්සේ ඉවරයි. Again you can give an appointment from this AGM to next AGM. At the second AGM you can decide whom to appoint. If you want, you can appoint again Gota, Sajid and me. Right? එහෙමම යන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් you can remove one person and appoint another person. Right? Keep the whole set. Generally in companies what they do is, it's advised 2/3 must continue, 1/3 should be newly appointed. 2/3 of the old directors continue, 1/3 newly appointed. හරිද? එතකොට තමයි පොඩි අලුත්කමකුත් තියෙන්නේ. right? හැබැයි 3න් 2ක් ඒක කන්ටිනියු කරනවා. 2/3 continue, 1/3 new faces. right? And generally in UK and all, they advise don't appoint a director for more than 2 years in public companies. Right? In public companies, you can't give an appointment to a director for more than 2 years. You must change the directors. Like I told you, අපේ ලංකාවෙත් එහෙමනේ. පරණ සෙට් එකමයි ඉන්නේ. In Sri Lankan politics, පරණ සෙට් එකමයි ඉන්නේ. නේ අපිට විකල්පයක් නැහැ. නේ එක්ක රනිල් එක්ක මහින්ද. No. Where here it says is you give 2/3, the old people new third one, and you don't give a director for more, you don't appoint a director for more than 2 years. After 2 years he has to step down and give chance to another director. Right? එතකොට there will be a gradual change, but the same policy will continue. Right? New faces will come in like that. Generally that is advised. But in ලංකාවේ companies වල එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් shareholder තමයි director වෙන්නේ. Director will continue for life. No. ගොඩක් කලාට එහෙම තමයි. But I think only in banking companies you can't, after 10 years you have to step down. You can't be a director for more than 10 years in a banking company. Other companies you are, for life you are a director, right? So, but that is not a good thing. You must bring new blood. එතකොට තමයි අලුත් thinking comes in. අලුත් විදියට හිතන්නේ. අර පරණ එක්කෙනාම continue කරොත් what happens? No. The same thing will come in. Because you will see any government after the election first 2 years හොඳට කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ down. You run out of ideas. You basically run out of ideas. Right? Then let's see. So that's what it says. The first directors, let's see again. A person named as a director in an application for incorporation shall hold office as a director from the date of incorporation until that person ceases to hold office as a director. Then appointment of subsequent directors, unless the articles provide otherwise, all subsequent directors of a company shall be appointed by ordinary resolution. Samanyan directors la appoint karanna, what percentage of the shareholders should support? 25, more than 25, more than 50, or more than 75, or more than all 100%, more than Janadipati kenek appoint karanna more than how many? Majority more than 50. If more than 50, 50 plus 1, 50% plus 1 is good enough to appoint a director. Ordinary resolution, right? So let's quickly highlight that section 203, 204, 205. Page number 163. Director's consent required. A person shall not be appointed as a director of a company unless he has, in the prescribed form, consented to be a director and certified that he is not disqualified from being appointed or holding office as a director of a company. Then 204, appointment of first and subsequent directors. A person named as director in an application for incorporation or in an amalgamation proposal shall hold office as a director from the date of incorporation or from the date of amalgamation proposal becomes effective, as the case may be, until that person ceases to hold office as a director in accordance with the provisions of this act. Number 2, all subsequent directors of the company, unless the articles of the company otherwise provide, be appointed by ordinary resolution. Then 205, subject to the provisions contained in the articles of the company, the shareholders of a company that is not a private company may vote on a resolution to appoint a director of the company only if the resolution is for the appointment of one director, right? Take a ordinary resolution kela. Right, so basically it says, right, ordinary resolution again tama you have to appoint, right? Right, you don't need to highlight everything. Then let's go to removal of directors, section 206, right? Procedure to remove a director. Notice should be sent to the shareholders calling for a meeting 28 days prior to the holding of the shareholders meeting. Number 2, in the notice calling the shareholders meetings, the removal of the director should be specifically stated. Then third one, the director who is sought to be removed is entitled to make representations in writing to all shareholders through the company within a period of 14 days of the issuance of such notice, calling for the meeting. Fourth one, the company is obliged to send copies of such directors' representation to all shareholders, if the directors representations are not sent to the shareholders due to the company's default, such a director may require that the representations be read at the meeting. Then fifth one, however, if the company satisfies the court that the director sought to be removed is attempting to secure unnecessary publicity for a defamatory matter, then the company may, with the permission of court, refrain from either sending such representation to the shareholders or reading the said representations at the meeting. Sixth one, thereupon shareholders should attend the meeting. At the meeting, if the shareholders pass an ordinary resolution removing the director, the director stands removed. The director stands removed. Right? So if you see, what is the procedure to remove a director? Right? Procedure to remove a director. First thing, right, send notice convening a shareholders meeting. Right? 28 days before. 28 days notice. Meeting තියන්න දවස් 28කට කලින් වැඩ කරන දවස් 28කට කලින් you have to send notices to the shareholders asking them to come to the meeting. Then director can send a written representation replying to the allegations made against him, replying to the allegations made against him. Right? Company should circulate the director's written representation amongst shareholders. Harida? After 28 days, shareholders meeting is held. At the meeting, directors' written representation is read or director speaks. Director speaks. Sixth one, a vote is taken. Seventh one, if the ordinary resolution more than 50% is passed, director is removed. Right? Then inform the registrar of companies about the removal. Right? So if you want to remove a director, you have to follow this procedure. Why would you remove a director? You would remove a director because he is bad. Harida Samaniyeng legally, when you are taking a decision, when it is affecting a person, you must inform that person. Harida, and you must ask explanation for it also. Samaniyeng, right? You must tell him why you are sacking him, and you must tell what is the problem. Nikan ekapara kiyanne epa tamusas. Right? Legally, you must follow. This is the due procedure. Like my daughter gets angry with me. My daughter gets angry with me and I don't know why she got angry with me. Et maattaka tarai. Man gila ahana, why are you angry with me? I won't talk to you. Actually, I don't know what mistake I made. Ni kello hemane ni. Samaniyeng taraha wenawa. Right? Kiyanne naha kiyala. No. My son, of course, will tell you, are bad, you did this. No, so you can't be like that. I am clueless. I don't know how to rectify it also. Right? So, legally, and another thing is you must give adequate time. Right? Now you are telling a director, you have done these wrong things. Enang, for him to prepare his response, you must give adequate time. You can't take him by surprise. එයාට කියනවා එන්න මීටින් එකකට කියලා. මීටින් එකට ආවට පස්සේ කියනවා මේක කරලා තියෙනවා අරක කරලා තියෙනවා. shareholdersලා ඉස්සර කියනවා මෙයා all you all are shareholders, I tell the director මෙයා මේම කරලා තියෙනවා. බලන්න මෙයා කැත වැඩක් කරලා තියෙනවා. Let's decide to remove him. He wouldn't even have time to respond. He wouldn't have time to think. to get legal advice, not to see the documents. So that is why the law says at least 28 days walata kalling notices yawanna one shareholders letter. We are going to have a meeting, right, to remove this director. A director tat notice yawanna one. Generally when you are sending notices convening a shareholders meeting, automatically it will go to the director also. And in that notice, it will state what is the business. Business is removing this director. Why? What are the allegations against him? එයාට විරුද්ධව තියෙන චෝදනා මොනවද කියලා ඒ notice එකේ තියෙනවා. හරිද? ඒක directorට ඒක හම්බ වෙනවා. shareholders ලටත් දැන් ඒක හම්බ වෙනවා. හම්බුනාම what will the shareholders say? අනේ බලන්නකෝ මෙයා මෙහෙම කරලා තියෙනවා කියලා they will get to know. But the director might have a defense. The director might have a defense, right? The director can then write his response, his reprise, ප්‍රතිචාරයක් දක්වන්න පුළුවන් එයාට කරලා තියෙන චෝදනාවන්ට විරුද්ධව. He puts it in writing, a written representation, right, and he sends it to the company, asking the company to circulate among all the shareholders. Company ට යාලේ ලියුම යවනවා මේ දැන් ඕගලන් මට විරුද්ධව තියෙන චෝදනා ටිකත් ප්‍රසිද්ධ කරානේ ඒ වගේම ඒවට පිළිතුරත් ප්‍රසිද්ධ කරන්න කියලා. So then it's the duty of the company to make adequate copies of those of that letter and circulate it among the shareholders. එතකොට shareholders ලට දන්නවා company එක කියන කතාව මේක, director කියන කතාව මේක. So they will come prepared, right, to the meeting knowing both sides of the story. දෙපැත්තම දැන් දන්නවා, right? Then company should circulate the director's written representation among the shareholders. Then after 28 days the shareholders meeting is held, right? So at the meeting the director is allowed to talk. Shareholders can question him. අයියෝ මෙහෙම කරේ නේ. Sometimes, most of the time, what the company will do is they will not allow him to talk, right? But then again, generally what happens is shareholders talk. Shareholders will ask question, director will have to respond. Unless the director don't want to face it, that is there. That's not a necessary. Abai a written representation එකක් circulate කරේ නැත්නම් that becomes mandatory, right? You can read the written representation, you can speak. Then a vote is taken. Then the shareholders know both sides of the story. A vote is taken, and if it is passed by more than 50%, right, then the director is removed. If not, the resolution is defeated. Director stays on, right? Once you remove the director, you inform the registrar of companies also that you have removed the director. Harida, so that is the simple process. So this is a very transparent process. So you must remember, this is how you should follow in a companies when you are removing anybody. No chodana karanna one, right? You must get the response to it. Then you get an independent party. Shareholders are independent. Company is accusing, director is saying no, let the shareholders decide. No, සාමාන්‍යයෙන් employees ලටත් දැන් එහෙම තමයි කරන්නේ. If you want to sack an employee, what do? You put down in writing all the allegations against the employee and send a letter saying ඒකට පිළිතුරු දෙන්න. පිළිතුරු දුන්නාට පස්සේ what do? You get a outside labor expert, and එතකොට වාගේ allegation එකයි පිළිතුරයි දෙකම විභාග කරලා the labor expert will say මෙයාව අස් කරන්නද එපාද කියලා. If the labor expert says අස් කරන්න, you අස් කරලා දානවා. එපා කිව්වොත් then you know you don't have a good case. නේ? Then what do? If you sack, still if you sack, he will go to court. No? Labor expert උත් කියනවා අස් කරන්න කියලා. Genuinely if you do it, then everybody knows. Even the even that particular employee will not go to court because they know they have done it wrong. Okkama sakshi okkama tiyenawa kiyala. Right? Then let's see questions. 2019 June 1B. 2019 June 1B. Right? The shareholders of Haywire Private Limited wish to remove a director who is refusing to resign from the board. The articles of association of HPL are the same as model articles in the first schedule of the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. Required explain to the shareholders the procedure they should follow under the Companies Act number 7 of 2007 in order to remove this director. Right? So that is basically the question they are asking. Right? The company is telling you to resign. Samanyan ai companies tell you to resign so that they don't have to go through this hassling procedure. No, ඔයා මොන හරි වැරද්දක් කරොත් ඔයා මොන හරි වැරද්දක් කරලා වුණොත් ඒගොල්ලන් they will ask අපි අස් කරන්නද ඔයා resign වෙලා යනවද? Right? ඒගොල්ලන් අස් කරොත් you can still go to court. ඔයා resign වෙලා ගියොත් ඔයාට යන්න පුළුවන්ද employment tribunal, labor tribunal, court? You can't. You voluntarily resign and go. Then it's a mutual understanding, you resign and go. No, later ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාට ඇවිල්ලා තරචුරු ගන්නත් බෑ. Right? අරව ඉල්ලන්න බෑ, මේව ඉල්ලන්න බෑ. හැබැයි මෙතනින් අස් කරොත් they are also in doubt. මූ නඩුවක් දායිද? නේ? තව claim කරයිද? එතකොට if you know you are correct, ඔයා දන්නවනම් සක්සුදක්සේ ඔයාට දන්නවනම් මම වැරද්දක් කරලා නැහැ. මේ අනුන්ගේ වැරදි මගේ පිට දාලා මාව අස් කරන්න යනවනම් you can say නෑ මම අස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඕනනම් නඩු දාපන්. හැබැයි ඉතින් you have to face the consequences like what happened to the IGP and the defense secretary. IGP and defense secretary, no, you have to face the consequences. හැබැයි ඔයා හිතනවා නම් නිකන් ගහගෙන වැඩක් නැහැ, මට රස්තාවක් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් නේ. අනිත් එක another thing is ඔයා වැරද්දක් කරලා නම් what happens if it is proved, it will be a black mark in your career. You were removed. Now can you remember in the directors bank qualifications? No. If you have been removed, no. But if you have resigned, that's all right. When you see coming colors no good, mama maattu wenna yanne kiyala, if you have resigned, then you have no black mark. Right? But if you are removed, then there is a problem. Understood? So that is why most of these employees try to resign rather than being sacked. Right? So, but you can decide what to do. So, that's the answer for that. Already copy karane procedure eka. Right? So that's the answer for that. Then 2019 June 1B. Sorry, 2017 December 1B. Right, same question. Sena director of XY Private Limited has not been attending the board meetings of the company on a regular basis. Now the shareholders of the company intend to remove him from the board of directors of the company. Required explain the manner in which a director can be removed from office as per the provisions laid out in the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. Harida, again the same question. Right, same answer. It's a popular question area. Harida, about the procedure to remove a director. Then let's go to the next one in the tute. Director ceasing to hold office. Vacation of office. right අපි section 206 එක highlight කරේ නෑ නේ ටක් ගාලා කියලා section 206 එක highlight කරගන්න in the Companies Act section 206 page number 164 right it says subject to the provisions contained in the articles of a company a director may be removed from office by ordinary resolution passed at a meeting called for the purpose or for purposes that include the removal of the director. The notice calling the meeting shall state the purpose of the meeting is the removal of the director. Where notice is given of an intended resolution to remove a director and the director concerned makes representations within a period of 14 days of such notice with a request to send copies to all shareholders, the company shall send copies of the said representation to all shareholders. If the representations are not sent due to the company's default, the director concerned may require that the representation be read at the meeting, provided that the company may, with permission of court obtained on an order for costs to be paid by the director concerned, refrain from either sending such representations to the shareholders or reading the said representations at the meeting. Where the company is able to satisfy court that the provisions of this section are being abused by the director concerned to secure unnecessary publicity for a defamatory matter. Right now, I forgot to tell you about that also. Now, the company must circulate the written representations of the director. A director අර යාට විරුද්ධව නගලා තියෙන allegations වලට එයා response එකක් දෙනවනේ. ඒ letter එක the company is legally bound to circulate among all the others. සමහරක් වෙලාවට ඒ director ඇත්තටම වැරදි කරලා ඇති. ඌ වරකම් කරපු ඉඳ තමයි ඌ අස් කරන්නේ. He can respond no. What can he do? He knows he can't deny. අතටම අහුවෙලා තියෙන්නේ. What will he do? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මම වැරද්දක් කරාම right මට ඕගලන් වැරදි කියනවා නම් මම මොනවද කරන්නේ? මගේ වැරද්ද වහගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් මගේ වැරද්ද වහගන්න මම ඕගලන්ට වැරදි කියනවා. No, you are telling මම හොරා කියලා. I tell you මම හොරා තමුසේ ගෑනු හොරා කියලා. නේ I will tell this director is having an affair with the private secretary, that director is a homosexual, this director is wife කෙන් ගුටි කනවා එහෙම කියලා අර unnecessary things not connected to my allegations. අර මං හොරකම් කරපු මේකට කිසිම සම්බන්ධතාවයක් නොමැති අභූත චෝදනා I will tell against other directors. ඇයි මම විතරද මෙහෙම කරන්නේ මෙයා මෙහෙම කරනවා කියලා? No. What I am supposed to do is I have a right to reply, but it should be restricted to what do you call the allegations against me. Now you would have seen no ඔය TV වල debate වලට ආවම එච්චර ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔය මාධ්‍ය මේවට ගියාමත් නේ අහන ප්‍රශ්නෙට නෙවෙයි උත්තරේ දෙන්නේ. කොහෙද යන්නේ මල්ලේපොල්. Right? If you are going to give a මල්ලේපොල් reply and if that reply is a defamatory matter අපහාසාත්මක දෙයක් නම් අනිත් කට්ටියට අපහාසාත්මක දෙයක් නම් right, because now the company will have to distribute. The company can go to court and say මෙයා මේ චෝදනාවට පිළිතුරු දීලා නැහැ, මෙයා මේ අපහාසාත්මක දේවල් කියලා තියෙනවා අනිත් directorsලට විරුද්ධව, and can get a court order prohibiting the distribution. Understood? So that is what happens. Then let's see director ceasing to hold office, vacation of office. The office of director of a company shall be vacated in any of the following circumstances. A, if the director resigns his post. B, if he is removed. C, if he becomes disqualified. D, if he dies. E, if he vacates office due to age limit, that is attaining the age of 70 years. F, if he vacates the office in accordance with the articles. Right, let's say if the director resigns, now when does a director cease office? When does he vacate office? If he resigns, as vela yanawa. Ehema naththam if he is removed, then also he no longer holds the director position. If he becomes disqualified, right, for some reason he becomes disqualified, right, he becomes a lunatic, insolvent, right, ඒ වගේ තියෙනවා. I can remember, I think one George Stewart's director කෙනෙක්. One George Stewart's director, he is a director in George Stewart's in Sri Lanka, but he was a British citizen. In Britain he has declared himself bankrupt. In England he has declared himself bankrupt. හැබැයි ලංකාවේ තාම ඩිරෙක්ටර් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ලංකාවේ දන්නේ නැහනේ. කවුරු හරි කොහොම හරි හොයාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා ලංකාවේ නඩුවක් දාලා they made him, the court told he is disqualified to, he can't hold a director position in that company because he has a disqualification. Understood? So any disqualification that you have, you can be dismissed. Then if he dies, right, and the other one, due to age limit, retirement, the retirement age of a director is 70 years, right? And if he vacates office in accordance with the articles, ලංකාවේ company directors lage retirement age එක මොකක්ද? Company Sri Lanka, what is the retirement age of directors? No, I am asking company Sri Lanka. Can politicians lage retirement age එක කීයද? එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. ඒකනේ නේ 60 වෙනපු අංකල්ලා තාම ඉන්නේ නේ, right? So there is no retirement age for politicians in Sri Lanka, but the retirement age is 70 years in a company in Sri Lanka, right? 70 years. I balemma retire karanne? No. So that is what you must give younger generation a chance also, and at the same time, after you become old, you don't take proper decisions. විකාර කියනවා. සජිත් වගේ විකාර කියනවා. සජිත් 70කුත් නෑ, ඒ වුණාට විකාර කියනවා. You see old people and all, no, certain decisions that are taken, not the best decision, is the easiest decision that are taken. No, දැන් අපිටත් එහෙම තමයි, අපිත් බලන්නේ එහෙම තමයි, but සාමාන්‍යයෙන්, right, old people, they think they don't like computerization. Why? Because they don't want to learn it. No, they don't take decisions that are best for the company. So another thing is, you must come out with new. When they are old and still holding the position, no, the company is not thinking ahead, right? So for those reasons, 70 years maximum. Then if he vacates office in accordance with the articles, the articles also says, if the articles has specified for these reasons, you are removed, right? You cease to hold office, yes. Then let's see, like I told you, articles can specify, I told you, to be a director of YMBA. YMBA, you have to be a Buddhist. Then you are a Buddhist and you become a director. After that, you change your religion. If you want to go to a Christian school, Catholic school, what do? Lamaya danna kaling, you convert to Christianity. Harida? Lamaya danawa. Dhammata passe, you leave the religion. You can't do that, right? In the articles they can say, suppose if you leave if you get disqualified, you cease to be a director කියලා. Then retiring age of directors, let's see section 210. No person shall be capable of being appointed a director of a public company or of a private company which is a subsidiary of a public company if he has attained the age of 70 years. 70 years. Such a director vacates office at the conclusion of the annual general meeting commencing next after he attains the age of 70 years. Right? So, we can write Caesar's office. A, resigning. B, removed. C, disqualified. D, dies. E, retires. 70 years. Then in terms of articles, right? So for these reasons, right, you can cease office. So if you see 70 years, on your 70th birthday, should you retire? 70th birthday ka dawase ma retire wenna onada? No. Samanyen, as I told you, from this AGM to that AGM, no. Right? Next AGM is on 31st December කියලා කියමුකෝ. කලින් AGM එක තිබ්බේ 31st December 2018. Next AGM is 31st December 2019. Today, the director became 70 years. From tomorrow, can he be a director? Yes, he can until 31st December 2019. After that, he can't contest. He can't contest, right, for being a director. But he can continue, even though he is 70 years now, 70 plus, he can continue, right? So that is what it says there. Then defective appoint, let's go and highlight section 207, right, page number 165. Director ceasing to hold office. The office of a director of a company shall be vacated if the director A resigns from his office in accordance with subsection 2, B is removed from office in accordance with the provisions of this act or the articles of the company, B becomes disqualified from being a director in terms of the provisions of section 202, D dies, vacates office pursuant to subsection 2 of section 210, F otherwise vacates office in accordance with the articles of the company, right? So you will see how do you resign. It's not part of your syllabus, but just for your information you study. A director of a company may resign by signing a written notice of resignation and delivering it to the registered office of the company. Subject to the provisions of section 208, the notice is effective when it is received at the registered office or at a later time specified in the notice. If you want to resign as a director, what should you do? Write a resignation letter and කාටද ඒක යවන්නේ? To the registered office. Harida, basically you send it to the company secretary. Company secretary to yawanawa mama resign nuna kiyala. Right? Ideally you address it to the company and send it to the registered office. Habai ඉතින් ඒ ලියුම ගියේ නැත්තම් හරි. ලියුම අරගෙන කුණු බක්කියට දාලා තිබ්බනම් nobody knows. So what should you do? ඒක විතරක් මදි. නේ always try to make it public. Hari, you must write to the company secretary. Company secretary is the person who will fill those forms and file it to the registrar of companies. නේ තව ඕනනම් registrar of companies ටත් ලියුමක් යවන්න පුළුවන් මම resign වුණා කියලා. තේරුණාද? Now, most of the time what happens? Certain directors resign wunat. Right? Now, I had a case where this man resigned. Gila Liuma Baradunda Bosta, he was also a director. Then there was a top boss. Bosta Gila Lium Baradunda, Mama resigned Nuna Kiela. Boss Monada Hari. එහෙනම් ඊට පස්සේ ඔෆිස් එන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔක්කොම ෂේප් කියලා මිනිහම යවුවා. අර මිනිහත් හිතුවා හරි මම රිසයින් වුණා තමයි කියලා. ඒ වුණාට බොස් ඒ ලියුම කම්පැනි සෙක්‍රටරියට දීලා රෙජිස්ට්‍රාර් ගේ මේකේ චේන්ජස් කරාද? නැහැ. In the official records, third parties will go and find who is the director කියලා කොහෙන්ද? Registrar of companies. Registrar of companies වල his name still continues. Apparently they have not paid EPF, ETF. Later that man got caught. Later that man is telling Mama Mama resign vela kochchara kalda and all those things. He had a letter also. Chairman baragenath tiyena. E unata eka registrar of companies vela it is not reflected. So that's why you have to be very careful. You do it like what have been told by the Companies Act. ඊට අමතරව කම්පැනි සෙක්‍රටරිටත් කියන්න ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අසන ගන්න. එහෙම ලියුම ලැබුණයි කියලා අසන ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේම රෙජිස්ට්‍රාර්ටත් ලියුමක් යවන්න මම මේම අයින් වෙලා කියලා. then registrar will put in the file and keep so and so has resigned. And you must make sure what is very important is to file a form saying that you have resigned. Registrar ගාව අලුත් form එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ with the new directors that the company secretary only must do, right? Then let's see defective appointment. As per section 209, the acts of a person as a director shall be valid even though the appointment was defective or he is not qualified for such appointment. Number 2, therefore, anyone dealing with a company is entitled to treat any director who appears to be duly appointed as being appointed. This section is available to protect the innocent outsiders. Right? Now, when you, as I told you before, you are not a qualified person to be a director, or you are not being properly appointed, but I am acting as a director and doing transactions with third parties. Later, the company finds out I have not been properly appointed, or I am a disqualified person or something like that, and I go away. Can the company say, Zafri was never a proper director, you can't. Understood? Rightly or wrongly, as a director, posing as a director, pretending as a director, if I have done certain things, the company is responsible. Understood? So that is what company must be very careful, right? Company must be very careful, people pretending to be directors of the company. They should not allow anybody to use the company's good name unless they have been properly appointed. Then let's see here. That is there in section 202 subsection 3. That part is there. We already studied section 202 subsection 3 a person who is disqualified from being a director but who acts as a director shall be treated as a director for the purpose of any provision of this act that imposes a duty or any obligation on a director of a company. Harda. So as I told you, it is connected again to the Turkwan's rule, Indo management rule. Then let's go to the director's duties. Before the Companies Act 2007 was introduced, the duties of directors were mainly governed by the common law. The Companies Act 2007 recognized most of these duties and they are discussed below. Right? Duty to act in good faith and in the interest of the company. Section 187. He should act in good faith in what that person believes to be in the interest of the company. Exception: if articles permits a director of a wholly owned subsidiary company may act in the interest of the holding company even though it may not be in the interest of the subsidiary company. Subsidiary company. Right? Before 2007, දෙදස් හතට කලින් ඒ කියන්නේ මේ අලුත් කම්පනීස් ඇක්ට් එක එන්න කලින් කම්පනීස් ඇක්ට් එකේම තිබ්බේ නෑ ඩිරෙක්ටර්ස් ලගේ යුතුයකම් මේවා කියලා. Right? In the Companies Act itself didn't contain the duties of the directors. Right? දැන් අපි ගමු. We get married under the General Marriages Ordinance, no? Right? There is a law how to get married. ඒ law එකේ තියෙනවද husband ගේ යුතුයකම් මේවා wife ගේ යුතුයකම් මේවා කියලා? නැහැ. ඒ law එකේ නෑ a husband's duties are these, wife's duties are these. Right? Let's say your husband is not looking after you properly. No. Can you go to court and say he has a duty to look after me? Will the court say yes, yes, he has a duty like that? Yes or no? Yes. That is the normal thing, that has been the custom, that has been the tradition. No. So, but case judges have told in case laws, but Parliament has still not told it. Hari nang eka Parliament එකෙන් ඒක හදන්න ඕනේ. Husband's duties are these things. කියලා. Right? Husband ළමයි බලා ගන්න ඕනේද? කාගේ duty එකද ළමයි බලා ගන්න එක? Husband ගේ duty එකද? අම්මගේ duty මේ wife ගේ duty එකද? රස්සාවට යන්නේ කාගේ duty එකද? No. We don't know. Like there is no specific this thing, but generally we know by tradition ළමයි බලන්නේ අම්මා රස්සාවට යන්නේ තාත්තා. එහෙම තමයි we know. Judges also will say නිකන් හරි අපි කියමුකෝ තාත්තා රස්සාවට යන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. අම්මා නඩුවක් දානවා තාත්තා රස්සාවට යන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. ළමයි ළමයිට සල්ලි ගේන්නේ නැහැ, කෑම ගේන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. Court will say තාත්තා කෙනෙක් වුණොත් කරන්න ඕන තමයි. වාගේ ඒක යුතුයකමක් they will say. Understood? So directors' duties from time to time by case laws they have held like this, right? So what happened is now they have collected all these case laws and they have put it into this Companies Act. So one of the duties is what? Duty to act in good faith and in the interest of the company. Now ඉස්සර හිටපු ඩිරෙක්ටර්ස්ලාට බය වෙන්න දෙයක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. දැන් ඉන්න ඩිරෙක්ටර්ස්ලා බය වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඇයි? They have told responsibilities. These responsibilities you have to do. If you don't do, what will happen? You will be put in jail. Understood? You are doing a crime. So that is why now director's job is a very responsible job, because you have certain duties, statutory duties. So the first one is act in good faith and in the interest of the company. When you are taking a decision, as a director, when you are taking a decision, you must take a decision that is good for the company, or that is good for you, or that is good for somebody else. Yes. When you are taking a decision, you must always take a decision that is good for the company, good for you, or good for somebody else. Good for the company, remember. You can't take decisions that is good for somebody else, that is good for you. Arda අපි ගමු මම IAS එකේ ඩිරෙක්ටර් කෙනෙක්. ඔයා මංගාවට ඇවිල්ලා අඬනවා අනේ මට ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් එකක් දෙන්නකෝ ඉගෙන ගන්න මංගාව සල්ලි නැහැ කියලා. මට ඔයා ගැන හරි දුකයි. අඬන්න තරම් දුකයි. Can I say hari hari ඔයාට මම ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් එකක් දෙන්නම් කියලා? Yes or no? No. I can't look from your point of view. I can't look from my point of view. I must look from the company's point of view. Company එට එකෙන් හොඳක් වෙයිද? ස්කෝලර්ෂිප් එකක් දුන්නොත්. ආව් ඒ ළමයා දක්ෂ ළමෙක් ඉගෙනගෙන වර්ල්ඩ් ප්‍රයිස් එක ගත්තොත් ඒ ළමයාගේ ෆොටෝ එක දාලා අපිට මාකට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then I can do it. Understood? That is why companies have no sympathy. Remember, companies have no sympathy. Companies can't do things that benefit others. They must always think what benefits them. What is their interest? What are they going to get from it? තේරුණාද? නිකන් company එට කිසිම වාසියක් නැත්නම් they can't do it. හරියට I can remember දවසක් ඉංගනෙක් කැවිලා මගෙන් සල්ලි ඉල්ලුවා. මං ඌට සල්ලි දුන්නා. සල්ලි දීලා මං කල්පනා කරා ඇයි මං ඌට සල්ලි දුන්නේ කියලා. ඇයි මං ඌට සල්ලි දුන්නේ? ඌ මට කරදර කරෙත් නෑ සල්ලි ඉල්ලලා. මේ කතා කතා කිව්වෙත් නෑ ඔය විරුඳුකාරයෝ එමේ ඉන්නවනේ මේ බතල සර් කියලා එහෙම විරුඳු ගහන්නේ උන් ටක් ගාලා අපි එහෙම විරුඳු කියන්නේ උන්ට ටක් ගාලා දෙනවා සල්ලි අය උන් මේ එක එක කතා කියන ඉඳා. right? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඇයි අපි සල්ලි දෙන්නේ ඉංගන්නෙක්ට? පින් අපිට එන ආත්මේ හම්බුයි නේ අපි ස්වර්ගයට යයි. මට එහෙම සිතවිල්ලක් තිබෙත් නැහැ. right? එහෙම හිතුනේත් නැහැ මට. Later I was thinking, why did I give him? ඇයි මූට මම දන් දුන්නේ? කිසිම බලාපොරොත්තුවකින් නෙවෙයි දන් දුන්නේ. Later I thought that is the best charity that I have given. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි charity දෙන්නේ එක්ක එන ආත්මේ අපිට මේක හම්බ වෙයි නේ ස්වර්ගයට යයි නේ එහෙම නැත්නම් මිනිසුන්ට පේන්න දෙන්නේ නේ. There was some return, my goal will be some return to me, no, but there was nothing like that. I did it. මං එහෙම කරපු එක වැරද්දක්ද? නෑ. As a human being, but can a company do like that without any return whatsoever? No. The directors will be found fault with. right? They will ask, why did you do it? Yeah, I think the Sri Lankan government has given some funds to the Palestinian authority to, what do you call, to lay some water pipes. Vatura jalanala tikak ඒ මිනිසුන්ට වතුර දෙන්න Sri Lankan government has given money and funded and done that project. ලංකාවේ අපි ඔක්කොමලට වතුර බොන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවද නැහනේ. අපි වතුර නැතුව දඟලනවා නේ. So later they questioned, why did you do that? In the parliament they questioned, ලංකාවේ අපිට වතුර නැහැ බොන්න, අපිට මේ facilities නැහැ. ඇයි ඔයා? Why did you all give it to some other country? Can we say ane apita duka hituna egolanwa dakkama kiyala? Can you? You can't. A company can't feel sympathy, in other words. There must be a return, right? But now, even if America is giving us loans, Japan is giving us loans, why are they doing it? Because they feel sorry for us? No. Especially American, Japanese, of course, pau. Japanese na honda iting denne, right? Because why do Japanese help us? Because we helped them after the World War II. Acharing hari api help kara. The Japanese help us, from time to time, because after the World War II, the UN wanted to take severe action against Japan. Hadai Lankawe api tamai gilla kiwa ane ehema karanne epa paw ne vaire nonasi kiyala ne kawuda J.R. Jayawardena. No, he only made that historical speech, so they help us because of gratitude to that. So that's a different thing. But why is America helping us? Why is India helping us? Why China helping us? Because they have some strategic goal in their mind. No, natta nikang help karanne. That is how even humans are like that. But generally humans have something in their mind to help, which is beneficial to them. But as a human, you don't have to. Purely you can help also. But companies can't do that. Companies must always have a benefit, a return to them. That's what it says here, right? In good faith and in the interest of the company. So he should act in good faith in what the person believes to be in the interest of the company, right? So you should be able to explain. If the shareholders ask, why did you do it? What is the benefit the company is getting? You must be able to tell these are the benefits, right? If you are giving a donation, what is the benefit? You must tell. Like I can remember certain big companies sponsor religious events. No. Why do they sponsor religious events? Because they are very religious? No. Publicity and also to stop protest. I can remember one company, mustn't mention names, no. They were planning to open a casino. Who will object to opening the casino? The Buddhist monks. E avurudde Vesak kalapayakma they sponsored, right? ඊට පස්සේ තමයි අර casino bill එක එහෙම ඇවිල්ලා ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණා. No. So that is again publicity purpose. That's a strategic purpose. Understood? Then exception, if the article permits, the director of a wholly owned subsidiary company may act in the interest of the holding company, even though it may not be the interest of the subsidiary company. Now, a director of a company, right, which is a subsidiary company and the holding company is holding it, such director can act in the interest of the holding company, not in the interest of the subsidiary company in which he is a director. For example, api gamu IAS shares are held by Chartered Institute. Chartered Institute is the holding company, IAS is the subsidiary company. Harida. And a resolution is bought to teach foreign courses at IAS. IAS එකෙන් Chartered Institute එකට වැඩිම ආදායම හම්බ වෙන්නේ කාගෙන්ද මොන කම්පැනියෙන්ද මොන ඉන්ස්ටිටියුට් එකෙන්ද IAS එකෙන්. I think most of the chartered students are IAS students, right? And a resolution is brought to teach other courses at IAS. Will the Chartered Institute like that resolution that is happening at IAS? No. IAS lamai other courses walata giyot Chartered Institute ekata ena adayama adu වෙයි. What will they do? At the same time, is it good for IAS to expand its number of courses? Yes, they can attract more and more students. Right? That is good for IAS, but that is bad for Chartered Institute, the holding company. Right? ඒගොල්ලන්ට එන students ගන්න අඩු වෙනවා. If I am a director, I must always think what is good for IAS. But if I have been appointed by the major shareholder with a specific mission that has been given to me saying, ඔයාව අපි IAS එකට දාන්නේ Chartered Institute එකේ interest බලා ගන්න කියලා, නම් I have a right to come and object to that proposal. It's clear that it's bad for IAS, but it's good for Chartered Institute. I can say no, I am objecting. I can speak against it. But I will not be found fault with saying that I am not acting in the best interest of IAS. Right? But I am doing the duty to the holding company. The next one, duty to comply with the Companies Act and Companies Articles. Right? He should always act without violating the Companies Act and articles of the company. Articles of the company. Right? Now tell me, these politicians, are they violating the election laws? Yes or no? Yes. There are election laws. මෙහෙම කරන්න බෑ, අරම කරන්න බෑ, අරක කරන්න බෑ, මේක කරන්න බෑ කියලා. ඒ වුණාට කවුරුත් සතේකට ගණන් ගන්නෑ. They violate. Right? නීතිය අනුගමනය කරන්නේ නැහැ. Right? දැන් අපිටත් කියලා තියෙනවානේ කුණු දාන්න එපා. ඒ වුණාට අපි ඒක අනුගමනය කරනවද? අනුගමනය කරන්නේ නැහැ. පාර මාරු වෙන්න ඕනේ කොහෙද කියලා තියෙනවා. අපි ඒක අනුගමනය කරනවද? අනුගමනය කරන්නේ නැහැ. Can we be like that? Can we be like that? No. As a director, you are supposed to follow the rules. You can't say, "Avunot kiyak kari dade gewala inno." නැත්තම් අපි ඕක ඕන විදිහට අපිට ඕන විදිහට කරන්න කියලා you can't act. Right? You can't act like a politician. You can't violate the Companies Act, articles of the company. හරියට private bus drivers ලා වගේ. මේ උන් මාර්ග නීති අනුගමනය කරනවද නැහැ? උන්ට ඕන විදිහට තමයි ඉන්නේ. පොලිසිය දැක්කොත් විතරයි they follow the rules. එහෙම නැත්තම් නැහැ. You can't be like that. If you are like that, you are breaching the duty. You are not fit enough to be a director. Understood? So that's a violation of the director. If it can be proved that you have been constantly violating the Companies Act, that can disqualify you to become a director. Right? Like සමහර drivers ලත් එහෙමනේ ඉන්නේ. නේ සතේකට ගණන් ගන්න නැහැ. I can remember I went in a cab. ඒකේ කැබ් එකේ යන ඩ්‍රයිවර් කාර්යය එහෙන් කපනවා මෙහෙන් කපනවා තනීර කපනවා ඩබල් ඉර කපනවා නේ අනිත් එහුන්ට බැන එලවනවා. පස්සේ මං කිව්වා ඔයා එහෙම යනවා වගේ නෙවෙයි නේ ඇක්සිඩන්ට් එකක් වුණොත් මටත් මේ වෙන්නේ ඒ හින්දා නීතියට යන්න ඕනේ කියලා. හරිද? ඉතින් මම ඉස්සරහින් ඉඳන් ඌ තනීර කපනකොට ආහා කපන්න එපා. ආහා නවත්තන්න කියලා I was instructing. ඌ දැන් මං කියන විදිහට දැන් එලවනවා. ටික වෙලාවකින් මට කියනවා සර් මට මෙහෙම එලවන්න බෑ සර් මට නිදිමත හැදෙනවා සර් කියලා. මට නිදිමත හැදෙනවා කියලා. පස්සේ මං කිව්වා then I got scared. මුට නිදිමත හැදෙනවා කිව්වා genuinely කිව්වේ. මං කිව්වා එනවා වාට ඕන විදිහට එලවන්න කියලා. දැන් ආපහු මුගේ usual style එකේ එලවන්න පටන් ගත්තා. කොහොම හරි safely ගියා out of Colombo. ආපහු එනකොට මූ ආපහු එමමයි කප එනවා. හරිද? කිසිම road rules එහෙන් දානවා මෙහෙන් දානවා. පස්සේ කොහොම හරි ඌ අල්ලගත්ත පොලිසියෙන්. එක තැනකදී පොලිසියෙන් අල්ලගත්තා. මූ බහැලා ගිහලා මම ගියේ නෑ. ඔය හොඳ වැඩේනේ ඔකට. නේ. හොඳ වැඩේ කියලා මම හිටියා. පස්සේ ආවට පස්සේ දැන් මට මාර සැටිස්. ඔක වුණානේ කියලා. පස්සේ මං ඇහුවා ලයිසන් එක ගත්තා නේද කියලා. දැන් රස්තියාදු වෙන්න ඕනේ නේද කියලා. මූ hina වෙනවා හහ ගාලා. මං ඇහුවා ඇයි කියලා. නෑ සර් මට මේ ලයිසන් එකක් ගන්න මට ලයිසන් එකක් නැහැනේ සර් කියලා. මේ බල්ලකොට මුට ලයිසන් එකකුත් නැහැ. ඒත් මූ එලවනවා. right? අනේ මන් දව් කොහොම කතා කරලා දඩකොලයක් අරගෙන ආවා. right? so එහෙම මිනිස්සු ඉන්නේ. right? because he is so confident. He is so confident no that you can't do. right? so that is what it says there. Okay, we'll stop from there and go for a lunch break and come back.